Alright, what's up everybody? I originally posted my custom PCC build video a while back, and I've had some chance to go and do a lot of competitions with it. I've shot about 4 or 5 different competitions since I got it built, and I've made some tweaks to it and changed a few things, and so I wanted to do an update video just to go over some of the things that I found and do a review of a little of the things and some things that I changed out on it. Um, if you watch my first video, I'll try to link it up here or over here somewhere if I can figure out how to get that to work. If you watch that video, you'll know that I started out with a PSA lower, which when I went to the range just to sight in my red dots and things like that, I really didn't have any problems with it. Like, it wasn't jamming, it wasn't having any issues at all, and I thought it was going to be really good. But after taking it to 2 different matches, I could not get through a match without having an issue. Either the most common problem that I had was a failure to feed, and so I ended up having to swap it out. And so the first thing that I did was swap the lower out, and I went for a QC10. So you can see right there, it's got the little quarter circle 10, and I haven't had any issues with it since swapping out the lower. So I'm not no bashing against PSA. Like, I love PSA stuff. It's good, budget friendly things, but it's not for competition, in my opinion. I couldn't, like, there's nothing more frustrating whenever you're in the middle of a stage or you're on a classifier stage, which happened to me, and I'm trying to get this thing done in like under 6 seconds for my classifier, and I have a jam and it doesn't feed, and so my 6-second classifier stage turns into a 20-second classifier stage. Like, that sucks. So PSA is great if you're looking at building a PCC and you're trying to do it on a budget and you just want a fun 9mm AR to take out to the range whenever you've got your buddies out there and you just want to do some plinking and you don't care about times and making it run 100% of the time. PSA, awesome. But if you're looking to compete with a PCC, PSA is not going to cut it, in my opinion, or the NFA or the Joe Bobs or whatever that company that makes all of them for everybody, and they're all the same. The magazine does not sit at the right angle, and the play in it is the whole magazine would wobble and it would not line up with the barrel. I've seen some people like Max Leograndis has done this on a couple different barrels and taken a Dremel tool and putting a feed ramp on the front of your barrel, which you can do if you want to, and that may help. I don't know, but I just spent an extra $100 and paid a little bit more to get a quality quarter circle 10 lower, or go with a JP. If you want to get a JP lower, you know, they put the time in to machine them and do it the right way. And so if you're going to compete, spend a little extra and get something good. So that was the first change that I made. Swapped out the PSA lower and haven't had any issues since, which is awesome. I had that $20 Amazon red dot sight that I was going to use, and I didn't actually end up competing with that one. There was a really good deal at Cabela's on a Bushnell TRS 25 high rise, whatever that one is. And so I went and bought it. I got it for like under $100. And so I bought it and I went to a Steel Challenge match and shot it, and the stupid thing literally would not stay on. Like, every other shot the dot would turn off, and I tried different brightness settings going from 11 to 10 to 9, and literally could not get the thing to stay on, and it was driving me nuts. So I immediately took that one back to Cabela's and got my money back, and got on Midway USA and Cmore Railway. Dude, I cannot tell you how awesome this sight is. The sight picture, the field of view that you get with this thing is unbelievable. The other cool thing is you can swap out the MOA dot size. And so you have the ability, if you don't want a big one, I'm running an 8 MOA, and some people think that's like way too big. I don't mind. I'm not shooting any bullseye shooting with this thing. Like, I'm shooting US PSA and Steel Challenge, so everything is within, you know, 25 yards or less. And so my 8 MOA is doing fine when it's super bright and sunny. I can always see it. Man, and this thing was worth every penny. Like, I absolutely love this sight. I'm actually looking at getting a Smith & Wesson Victory for Steel Challenge to run rimfire pistol optics, and I'll probably put a Cmore Railway on that thing, or at least a Cmore dot on that one as well, just to shoot Steel Challenge with a rimfire and save a little money on ammo. So anyway, Cmore Railway, awesome. I got a really good deal on this one. It seems like the most popular red dot for people that are competing with PCC. I've seen some other people run some Vortex or some other optics of their choice if they want to run an EOTech if you have it. But I got this one for like $150, but it was a really good deal on Midway. But dude, thing is killer. I love it. So if you're looking or interested in getting a Cmore Railway, awesome. I actually wonder if I can get a good picture of it going on. I might be able to. So you can see how bright that is. Like, that sucker is huge. If I turn it down, I don't know if you can actually see it or not. Doesn't look like it's showing up. Oh, there it is. So if you turn the brightness down, it'll bloom if you crank it up to full power. But if not, like, dude, this thing, it's awesome. I love it. I'm super happy with it. And if I ever do want to shoot distance stuff, you can just buy a different MOA dot and put it in there, and everything's good to go, and you don't have to worry about it. So that was the other excuse me, that's the other mod that I made, or the change that I made, was getting a really good optic. Everything else is pretty standard. I did get a different latch on it, so I got these big old hands, and I wanted something, since I'm running the JP-SCS buffer, there's a lot of pressure on the bolt, and so I got on Walmart, and they had a extended latch for like literally $8 or something ridiculous. So I got that shipped and just like beat the pin out with a punch and swapped out the spring and the latch, stuck it back in, and it's a lot. You have a lot of extra space to go back and forth. So that was a really good cheap upgrade that didn't really cost me much extra. Other than that, everything else is pretty standard. On the gun, new lower, new optic, got the latch. Everything else is exactly the same as I had. I'm still running the Rise Armament trigger, and I did send them back the one that I was having. It was sticking and was not resetting all the way, and I'd have to like put my finger behind it and push it forward for it to actually work. Sent it back. Their customer service was awesome, and they hooked me up with a brand new one, and I've had zero problems since. Very happy. Great budget friendly trigger if you're looking for one. And if you're looking to buy one, I recommend Make Ready Pro Shop right here. Actually, my my plug is for Make Ready Pro Shop as well. I'm not endorsed by them. I do not get paid by them. But Tony is a great guy. He's helped me out a ton. I shoot with him locally here, and he's the owner. Great dude, and their shipping is wicked fast. Like, they'll get you something super quick. If you order it, it's in the mail ASAP and on your doorstep before you can blink. So if you're looking for anything PCC related, check out MakeReadyProShop.com. Just plug. I'm not paid for that. That's just me like endorsing something personally. The other cool thing that I got in that I mentioned in my video but I didn't have at the time was the Taylor Freelance extension. So you can see on the bottom, if I can get the light, TF Taylor Freelance like +10. So this is 41 + 1. So I usually stack it up to 40 and leave a little bit of extra. I've had some people saying that they've had feeding issues if you get it all the way full, but this thing is a honker and you don't have to reload. Like, I haven't, unless it's a class fire and I have to reload, I haven't had to reload during a match because Comstock is not 41 and I don't miss that much because I got a good sight. So that thing's been great. I've had zero problems with failures to feed or any issues with the magazine at all. It's a Glock factory mag. It's not on an ETS mag or anything. It's the metal lined Glock factory mags. So the other thing I got is on my backup mag is I got another extension as well. So this is a 17 rounder. And this one takes it out to like 24, 25, something like that for my backup magazine that I carry as well, just in case. which I haven't had to use unless it was a classifier and I had to drop the big mag, or I'll start the classifier with this, and then it's really easy to palm this thing and shove it up in there and reload. So anyway, that's the update of everything that I've done to the rifle. I could not be happier. This thing is awesome. It's a blast to shoot. If you're looking to get into PCC, man, like, it's so much fun, and it's way cheaper than shooting 5.56 or 2.23, and you can compete in USPSA, which I know a bunch of people hate that, and there's a bunch of matches and clubs that don't allow PCC yet, and hopefully that'll change. Luckily, I live in the great state of Oklahoma, and the people here in Oklahoma City at OKC Gun Club and up in Ponca City where I shoot as well, like, they're all about PCC and letting people jump in and have no problems with letting people shoot PCC. So we're having a blast. There's a lot of people jumping on board and shooting and stuff. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment. I'll try to respond. I know I haven't done very good about responding to the last ones timely, but I'm going to try to get better about doing that. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.